That's Seika to every block, every streets, every gully side, every community, every garrison, no worry. Every change. No, 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 no. They forever and my blood. And even if we left the gully, I'll be going back. Yeah. You see, even if we left the gully, don't worry. Retaliation in our way. Don't worry. You see, even if we left the gully, don't worry. Retaliation in our way.
Now, I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. I've been wanting to talk to my brothers and sisters out there in YouTube land and in the world about this Illuminati, this super elite who are out to destroy America. First by taking out the US dollar and printing money in such a way that would drive America into bankruptcy. The US dollar won't be worth the ink that is written on. And then they call themselves replacing the wealth back into gold and silver. Now, this is the plan of the super elite, the Illuminati, the secret government, or whatever, how they want to put it. Now, they're supposed to drive everyone into the poorhouse. Now, everyone here in America, your dollar won't be worth anything. And like today, it's not worth anything. And now they're using the economy and certain bills of the U.S. government, and everyone is targeting Obama, saying that he's not doing anything for black people or whatever, or however you want to pit. Let's take politics out of the equation for a moment, and let's just talk about what the super elite or the Illuminati call themselves planning to do. Now, they control all the so-called wealth in the world, which is gold and silver. But when you look at it, and you look at it on a critical level, in the periodic table, gold and silver is worthless. It is two of the most worthless metals on earth. When you look at on the periodic table, gold and silver is worthless. It's not worth anything. It's heavy, it's bulky. Gold is heavy, it's bulky. You can't really use the metal for anything but making bracelets and jewelry. You can't really use gold in any type of science or technology because, one, it is too valuable, it's too bulky, it's too heavy, it don't really hold a charge or anything like that. Now let's take silver. Same thing with silver. You can make a lot of jewelry and different things like that, but it really isn't as valuable as they say it is. Now, they're pushing all their wealth into gold and silver. Now, in the economic wealth in the world, if the dollar becomes invaluable, then you will not be able to purchase groceries or food, pay your rent, or anything. This is what they're saying. They're taking the stock market, and now they're using derivatives and different things like that to drive your stock market and your mortgage and all this stuff. So the house that you say you own, that you are paying monthly installments on your homes, in reality, you cannot find who the true person that owns your house. Because by them using the stock market and using real estate and they placing the real estate into the derivatives, so really in reality, no one owns your house. No one. So, but they're telling you that once the dollar fails, that you will no longer be able to pay. And all the super rich can now tell you and dictate to you on what they want to do. They want this new world order. And this is what they're trying to ram down your throat. They're telling you that you're going to have to be this chip put inside you. You're going to let us control you because we own all the wealth in the world. In reality, they own nothing. If you listen to a lot of people who talk about the super elite, they're super rich, they're not really super rich. Not really. Because they were taught not to truly own anything. Their company does. So they don't really own the big houses, the cars, and all this thing. Because when you find a super rich person, he carries no money. He has nothing. He don't even own the shirt that's on his back. He really owns nothing. But what he has is an imaginary belief in control. He believed and they believe that they can control all of us because they can bankrupt the company or bankrupt America. And America is already bankrupt because America is bankrupt in evil. So you say to yourself, how can I defend myself against the Illuminati and their plans to destroy America, in which black people, and when reality exists, we were never truly a part of America because white America, some white America, did not want us to be a part of it. They kept us out of corporate America. They kept us out of everything. Everything that's serious, scientific fact, because you can't be black and be a scientist in today's world, because if you go to school, and no matter how you go to school, they would never let you in the scientific world. Now, the scientific world of the United States is old. They all are hitting around 60 and 70 years old. The old boy network is dying. There's really no scientists here in America, but there are homegrown scientists like myself that didn't get caught up in the universities and all the bullshit because they were programmed to tell you what to teach, how to teach it, to teach falsehoods of everything. It is like living in the outer limits. We can control everything you see, hear, and touch. This is the outer limits. And this is what the Illuminati and the elite want you to think. They want you to fear. Oh, the economy crashed, what do? I'll lose my home and I'll lose everything. You already lost everything. So, why care? If the Illuminati and the super elite want to destroy America by bankrupting her, then what do? We declare bankruptcy. That means you don't have to worry about losing your home because they can't come and put you out of it. If no one allows them to come and put you out of your home, if you begin to refuse to pay your mortgages because no one truly owns your mortgage, so why pay? If you refuse to pay taxes what can they do? Can they arrest 600 million people or all America if America's people begin to not pay taxes anymore, not pay mortgages anymore? Can they come to your home and pick it up and throw you out? No, they can't. Can the super rich bring in this new world order? No, they can't, because they don't have anything. All they have is a pretend of power. They can pretend, well, we own all the gold and silver. Oh, really? You own all the gold and silver. But I like to ask the super elite that owns all the gold and silver. If you destroy America by destroying her economy, taking the dollar down to nothing, where the dollar is crashed and no one can eat but you because you have gold, you have silver. And when you do that, what if the people don't take gold valuable anymore? What if the people don't take silver value anymore? I would like to see that you could take your gold and make a gold soup and put a touch of silver in it. Can you eat that shit? I don't think so. You can't eat gold. You can't eat silver. So if the farmers no longer let you be in control of their farms, and every farmer in America who's listening to this video, you declare yourself free from the ties of this American economic bullshit, and you all declare yourself bankruptcy, and you will not pay another penny to this economy. What can they do? If you no longer work for any of these corporations, if everyone in America that holds a job refuse to go to that job, what do the super rich have? If we as American people, we as black people, we as white, Chinese, Native American, Puerto Rican, Mexican, if we all came together for 7 days as one race of humans and said enough is a motherfucking enough, and allow the system to crash, to let America crash and begin anew. Forget that we are $6 trillion or $60 trillion in debt. In debt to who? Who do we owe this money to? We didn't sign no papers to say that we were $6 trillion in debt, that the American people have to pay back that loan. No, we don't. We don't have to pay back anything. We can tell the super elite, we can tell the Illuminati to go fuck yourselves. And for 7 days, no one goes to work. No one's do anything here in America. And in 7 days, the credit unions, all three of those sons of bitches, will crash. And everybody will get to start anew. All America will start anew with fresh credit, fresh everything, because we as the people, we decide what happens to this country. We decide what happens to the world, not a few 1%ers. They can bankrupt the whole world. They can say, you owe us money. No, we don't. Because we didn't put this country in debt. They did. They did it to call themselves. A few are going to control the many. The police department, all the judges, everybody's in debt to this so-called super elite. If everyone got together and said, Fuck you. You ain't controlling shit. You're not going to bankrupt America. Because if you like your gold and your silver, then you eat that shit. All of the super rich will disappear overnight. The Illuminati will be destroyed overnight. Because the police, the military, everybody that is human on this earth has the right to live the way they want to live and not be under control of a few. If we all got together and said enough is a motherfucking enough, that we are going to stop these evil sons of bitches because they can't control the nuclear weapons, the tanks, anything, because the people that are in the military, the people that are police, the judges are part of us. They are part of your family. They are part of your loved ones. And if you talk to your loved ones and say that this is not going to happen, the military itself will say, all the underlings of the military say that we will no longer follow you because we have enemies inside our country. Domestic. Just like the Constitution will say, we have the right to fight the enemy from within our own country, not outside. There is no such thing as a terrorist. There is no such thing as evil people want to destroy you from the islands or anyone from Saudi Arabia. The Muslims want to destroy us all with terrorism. That is a lie. There is no such thing as a war on drugs. It's all been a lie. It's all been fabricated by a few to control all of us. So, think about this video. Think about what I have said. And we all come together, one people, stopping this Illuminati, stopping this super rich from thinking they can control Mother Earth, something that they did not build. If we as a people decide to say enough is enough, there will be no world wars. There will be no World War IV or World War III. We will not get in a war with China as they trying to make China and the Japanese and people the new enemy of America. This is all a farce. This is all a fantasy. If you look at the Chinese and you look at the Russians, you look at everybody on this planet, we are all struggling, trying to have a life here on this planet. It is our natural right to live here on this planet. It is our natural right to have water, food, and housing. So the people that control the water will keep the water flowing. The people who control the electricity will keep the electricity going. We will no longer pay any electric bills. We will no longer pay heating and water bills because all those substances that is on this earth, it is our natural right to have it to survive. We can bring forth cold fusion. We can bring forth all the new technologies in which will provide our world with everything she needs. We can bring forth all the medicines, free health care for everyone on this planet. We can do this because we are the people. We control this, not a few, not 1% because they say they got a metal that's supposed to be precious. Gold is precious. Silver is precious. Let me tell you something. On the periodic table, the most precious metal on this earth is copper, a penny. The things that I see laying all over the ground. A penny is more precious than any gold on this earth. But they ain't told you that. Lots of Americans hold jars and jars of pennies. Pennies is copper. Copper goes into everything. We can rebuild our own structures. We can rebuild America to where America is for everyone. Everyone is at an equal level. There's no super rich. There's no poor. There's just humans. See, this is what we need to do and think about. Everyone that's in the voice of this video, this is something you need to think about. You are tired of paying bills and fighting to survive and live. You don't have to anymore. Because when we all come together as one people, the human race, because we have entities that's outside this world, and they are waiting for us to join together to end the evil that's in the world, so we become a part of the universe that we all are in. We will learn the truth about ourselves as human beings on this planet. We can stop the pollution, everything, because we the people have that power. Not a few, not a super rich that want to take gold and use it as the standard, and they say gold and silver is the most precious metal on the earth. No, it's not. It's the penny. The penny with Abe Lincoln's head on it. That is the most precious metal on this earth. That metal can be used to barter. That metal can be used to do many things. We can begin to bring back the system and where we all are equal into this system. There's no rich. There's no poor. There's just human beings. And we can provide food and shelter for everyone. Because if everyone has a home where they are right now, you stay in that home. We begin to build apartments and homes for every American here. If you need a home and a place to stay, you can move into a home and place to stay. Because money will no longer be the power over us. The root to all evil will be buried once and for all. Because in the future, this is going to happen anyway. So let us move forward together. We can stop race wars. We can stop wars on this earth tomorrow. If every human being come together and say that we are equal, no greater than I. We are all equal. Whatever thou religion is, we are still equal. There is no person greater than me, no person underneath me. We are all equal. This will eliminate the Illuminati. This will eliminate their New World Order. Because their New World Order is only based on fear. They are scaring you, saying that this is going to happen and that's going to happen, that there's going to be a race war. We all know that Obama is going to win the election. We know that. We already know it. So you can sit back and say that, oh, there's going to be violence in the street if Obama loses the presidency. Obama's not going to lose the presidency. We can finally let our politicians off the hook because they all have been bribed, blackmailed into doing what they're doing. So when we take away the gold standard, the silver standard, that there's no such thing as a precious metal more precious than life. We are actually saying that gold and silver is more precious than a human life. When you do that, when you believe that diamonds and gold and silver is more precious than a human life, then something is wrong with you. Something you need to think about. Because Mother Earth is not just a planet, a brick, and trees, and border, and rocks, and sand, and water. Mother Earth is alive. She is growing. She can take care of all of us. This is what she's been doing. Don't sit there and believe we're talking about overpopulation of people. Come on. Overpopulation of people. We haven't even begun to populate this earth. We could take 2 to 3 million people and move them underwater, under the seas and the oceans. We can begin to build our space program where we can populate the moon. We can terraform Mars. We can move out into space. This is our destiny. This is who we are. We are not a race of killers, a race of destroyers. We can be a race of builders, a race of understanding. But first, we have to drop the fear. Let them destroy the American dollar. It does not matter to us because the American dollar does not mean anything anymore. They saw to that. They thought by destroying the American dollar, destroying the economic system which America reside on, that they could take over America, take over Europe, take over every place like they did with Greece and Spain. They could take over Greece because Greece has no more money. Greece is broke. But the people in Greece can say to the Illuminati, fuck you. We all declare bankruptcy. We no longer are in debt to you. We will not pay something that we as a people did not sign up for. Just like when they did those bailouts to the banks. So what? They didn't bail us out. So why should we worry about them bankrupting us? It's just an illusion. It's all an illusion. Illusion of debt and like we all are playing one big game of Monopoly. So I say you again, think about what I said. It's all an illusion. It's the outer limits. They can control everything you see and hear. Sit back and watch. If we all think about what I said tonight, if we take 7 days and every human being on this planet refuse to go to work, refuse to pay taxes, refuse to pay mortgages, light bills, and all those things. The people who work for the companies keep the power on. The police department, all the judges, everyone, the politicians are free from the system in which they built. They want to control it. They want to have it. They can have it. But they will get no more from us. And this is what people have to think about. You want to win the fight. You want to take back the world, our world, Mother Earth. She is alive. She is breathing. She is more than just rocks and boulders. And she has protected us and fed us and clothed us and give us everything we need. Don't believe when they say we are running out of resources. We're not running out of resources. America has a food system in which can feed the world. If we unite Africa into this food system, we can feed everyone. Something to think about. Rasta Ra.
shall bow and every tongue confess to